So yesterday I had some running around to do. By the time I finally get home, turn on the TV, Virginia-Auburn comes on. Virginia's up by 10. Next thing I know, 5 minutes go by, and Virginia hasn't scored one damn point. And you know how that one ended up. Game, set, match. I've now lost 8 of the past 9 days. So we move forward. I've got a complimentary play here as I'm going to take a look at the game between Orlando and Boston. It's not a great card here for Sunday. A lot of the NBA games have meaning. A lot of them have no meaning to me. Baseball, I only found one game that I really had much interest in, and that was the game I'm actually using as my best bet today, and that's the Milwaukee-Chicago game. So let's break down this late-night game between Orlando and Boston that goes at 7:35 Eastern Time. Now, the Celtics have already clinched the number 4 seed by virtue of their win at Indiana on Friday night in the Eastern Conference race. But this game still has some meaning for the Celtics because, listen, there is an outside, albeit remote, chance that they could still sneak into the number 3 spot in the Eastern Conference standings because they are 2 games behind Philadelphia, and each team has 2 games remaining. And in the head-to-head meetings this season, well, let's face it, Sixers won the last meeting, but Boston has owned that series not only this year, but for many years. But realistically, is Philadelphia, even though they just got done resting Joel Embiid, going to lose either of their final 2 games at Miami and at home against Chicago? Well, I'll tell you what, with the way the Sixers play with Miami, you never can tell, but I don't think they're going to lose either one of those games. The Celtics, of course, close tonight against Orlando at home and then at Washington. But you never know. 2 games back, 2 games to play. So, Celtics aren't going to roll over and play dead in this one. Meanwhile, Orlando, the game has a lot more meaning, and here's why. Magic have control of their own playoff destiny, seeking to reach the postseason for the first time since 2012. They've won 20 of their last 29 games. They had been on a great roll, then had a 2-2 road trip, but they looked like world beaters again Friday night when they demolished the Atlanta Hawks at home, 149-113. Now, granted, they were the Atlanta Hawks, right? But played well. Here's the deal. They win tonight, they clinch a playoff berth. They win one of their final 2 games, they clinch a playoff berth. They could also clinch even before taking the floor today if the Charlotte Hornets and the Miami Heat both lose earlier in the day. Could possibly happen. Very likely could happen. But the bottom line is here. The Magic are 2-0 in the season series. They won the most recent meeting, 105-103 at home. They won early in the season, 93-90 at Boston. I like the matchups in this particular series because the one thing that the Magic have that helps in this series against Boston is depth, especially along the front line. Now, do the Magic match up well in the backcourt against the Celtics? No, they do not. But I think this is a game that the Magic can at least keep close. They're playing with a lot of confidence. Again, they have won 20 of their last 29. And do the Celtics come out here and be motivated? Are they going to play as well as they played at Indiana on Friday night? As I alluded to at the outset of this video report, yes, there is an outside chance, remote as it may be, that they could catch Philadelphia. What does it mean in the postseason? Well, let's say they finish in 3rd place. They could possibly play, as it looks right now, the Brooklyn Nets in the first round of the playoffs instead of the Pacers. A Pacers team that they have owned, which they would play in the first round as the 4th seed with the Pacers as the number 5 seed. To me, that is a much more attractive first-round playoff scenario than playing a pesky Nets squad where they don't quite match up as well. So again, I do question the motivation here for Boston. So I like Orlando. It's a tough game, but I've broken it down. I figured I'd pass it on to you. Wish you well. Talk to you again on Monday. They have that championship game in Minneapolis between 2 teams, and I have no idea who's going to win that damn game. And I'll talk to you then. Good luck.